Hey guys, we've got this old generator here. We're going to try and see if it's going to work. It's a 50-50 chance, to be honest. It's a bit manky to say the least. I mean, look at this. Yipes. I think that's just rust though, hopefully, off the top of this fuel cap, so that's going to have to be redone. I'll have to grind that back and spray that, I reckon. But when you look down there, it's not looking great. Luckily enough, that's a catchment filter, hopefully. Fingers crossed, underneath that it's all nice. So let's have another look around. Exhaust pipe's a bit rough and ready. What else is there? There's the generator itself. I'm looking for any loose wires. I think it's been stored outside. It was worse than this a minute ago. I've just brushed it back so we could see what the crack is. Oh. Go on, turn this, get this. Is there any oil in it? Well, the oil looks clear, but I'll change that anyway. Change the oil. Oh my god, it won't even go back in. It's all gunked up, man. Ugh. There's dirt and muck everywhere, but like I say, it's worse than that. Under here, that's where the carburetor is. Doesn't seem to be any breaks in the wires. That's the fuel switch, so what we're going to do, I'll disconnect that, probably take the fuel tank off. Right then, I'll crack on with it. Okay guys, so I've taken it all apart, the tank off. What I'm going to take apart so far, I've checked the spark plug, replaced that, it's got a nice good spark now, and cleaned that off, taken the tank off, and I've got to empty the tank now and give that a clean. In the meantime, I'll spray all these joints and all these little workings because they look really bad, really rusty, and then change the oil. And then once I've changed the oil, put the tank back on, and then we'll see if it fires up. But you should have seen it, it's still a bit manky. There's the choke. Don't think that does anything. We'll find out when we go delving deep. I mean, that doesn't even look like it's connected, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Right, let's crack on with it. Okay folks, so I've taken the petrol can off the top of it, the fuel filter, whatever, and look at the state of this tank. Like I say, I knew it was going to be bad, but that is probably the worst tank I've seen in my life. I'm just going to have to check to see if any of this comes loose. Now if it doesn't come loose, we're alright, we can put this tank back on. But the petrol in it, I've drained it all out. Look at it, it's like pee. You know what I mean? Look how yellowy it's gone. I think there's a little bit left knocking around. Hang on, what's that there? What's that? Oh, that might be the fuel pipe bit. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Well then you look at the filter. I knew it was bad when I look at the filter. That's not too bad, it's easy enough to clean, I suppose. The cap there, that's bad. It's all rust, you see, that's what it is, all that. It's all rust. So the only option is I'll grind that back. And then the thing is, if we can get it working, the generator working, then we'll just get a new tank if we can get hold of one. In the meantime, I'll take this carburetor off here and have a bit of a look at that as well. It's just that bolt there. You've just got to undo that bolt there and see how it's looking. I've sprayed everything up. We've got spark. Got rid of most of the rust. Now if it works really well, I could probably strip it back and then paint it, I don't know. But it's that tank I'm bothered about really. It's all, to be honest, it's not that bad. It's like it's welded onto it or something. I don't even know what that is. It could be old petrol and rust mixed together, but to be honest, it's not as bad as I thought. It's not flaking off, so I might just give it a try. I don't know, but not nothing to lose, I suppose. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Let's crack on. There you go, that's all clean and polished. Look at that, as best I can get. So I've ground back all the rust as you saw. It'll do for now. And then what I'm going to do now is have a look at the I can't remember what it's called now. Carburetor. Check it out. It's a bit of a challenge with one hand. I think I've loosened it enough, have I? Nope. Here's a quick look at the carburetor there, and the butterfly valve look. You can see, I'm going to clean in there. It's a bit of a ball ache getting this bit off because you've got this rod here. Get that off, give it a bit of a quick clean. I mean, it all opens up. Too bad in there, I suppose. And took the nut out of the bottom as well. And breathes freely. Give it a bit of a squirt, won't do it any harm. Clean it up, then we'll put it back together. In the meantime, with the fuel tank, I'm leaving that to dry off, and then we'll see what we're going on. We'll put it back together. Then we've got fresh spark plug, and then we've got sprayed all the joints, fresh spark plug, and oil, fresh fuel, and the clean carburetor. And fingers crossed it should fire up once it's put back together. So let's crack on with it. Well, I've cleaned the carburetor, changed the oil, changed the spark plug, cleaned the fuel tank the best I can, cleaned the top. I've not want to put the fuel filter in just right now because the fuel filter is over there and it's still a bit dirty, and I've not had time to look at that because I just wanted to crack on. There's bits of muck everywhere. But anyway, we're going to see if it's going to work. So I'm going to fill it up with fuel and then try and fire it up. It might work, might not. If it doesn't work, I have no idea, to be honest. I'm just going to go fingers crossed that this tank's going to be alright. It really needs a new tank on the top, but we'll see how it goes in a minute. Well guys, I've done definitely something to do with the fuel tank, I think, but then again the whole thing's knackered. I think it's on its last legs. I've tried everything. I think some things are just worth not bothering with. So I bypassed a little bit of fuel into the carburetor and directly into it with a tube, and it's still having on a bit, as you can see. Look, so look, whoops, put your finger up top. So there you go, that's where we're up to with that. I don't know what's up with it. Normally these things are pretty easy, but something must be knackered somewhere along the line. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. So folks, I think what's wrong with this, I think we have to totally replace the carburetor, I reckon. Replace the filter altogether. And definitely the fuel tank, that's definitely an issue. But I think all the crud's got inside the engine, to be fair. I think that's why it's toast. So I don't know, it's one of those. Is it worth doing? That's the problem. It'll probably cost a fortune to replace it. By the time you spend the money on that, you could probably buy one that works. It's definitely had water damage at some point. It's been left outside too long as well, I think. No. Anyway, it is what it is. Thanks very much, and catch you in a bit.